So guys, today we're going to be taking a look at how you can build a full CSGO inventory for just $25. This is going to be a mix of the best cheap skins in the game essentially, because inside this $25 budget, we actually have 13 skins. So it's not just the usual 4 to 6 that people do for these budgets. We're spending $25 across 13 different guns that you will regularly use in both matchmaking and face it. So absolutely maximizing the budget. Let's dive into it. I have turned down the audio with how many people are shooting while checking skins out in this lobby, so hopefully it's quiet enough for you guys. The first option we have is actually going to be the AK-47 Phantom Disruptor in field tested for $6.87. I think the only other alternative to this would be getting an AK-47 slate and putting some stickers on it. Comes in at a very similar price, but if you're not having to worry about picking stickers that work on the skin or like those fluctuating costs, I think Phantom Disruptor for just under $7 is a cracking way to start your $25 inventory. Then for the Glock, we've got the Weasel in minimal wear, comes in just over $1. All the prices will be on the screen here. This is just one of those skins for me. It ticks so many boxes for $1. It's got a fairly intricate design. Some people might not like the color scheme all that well, but like you've got design over the top of the gun, on the side of the gun. It just looks clean for $1. Absolutely worth the pickup. And then surprisingly, one that I wasn't a big fan of for the longest time, but it has grown on me. It's going to be the M4 A4 Spider Lily. This is a field tested version, which is just under $2.50. Spider Lily has, it seems to become a lot more popular, and I think it's just the colorway in general can combine so well with different inventories. A lot of people like to go color specific on their inventories. This obviously has some reds, some blues. You can kind of get it in there, and I'm sure if you had the right pair of gloves, it would also look very nice. For the USP, we're going to keep it clean and simple. We're going ticket to hell in minimal wear, $1.40. Just so hard to beat. For the longest time I've had a Cortex as my USP. I do have a Black Lotus and Stat Track at the minute that I'm running, but I think for like the value for money, like skin wise, Ticket to Hell USB has to be one of the best ones out there. Let me know what you think about this skin specifically in the comments down below. So we go from possibly the best value one in the collection and what it gives you to probably my favorite in this. We're spending $7.24 on a minimal wear of Aetherus. This gun is just incredible. It is absolutely stunning. I actually have the Stat Track version as my op, which you can see here. Just for $7, the design is fantastic. For me, it's like a budget or cheap Medusa is the best way I can describe it. Super popular. You see it a lot in game, but that's because for $7, it's so hard to find anything better. Now, I'm a very loyal man to my trigger discipline, Desert Eagle, but I'm aware you don't want to see that every single time. So in this case, we're going factory new for Corinthian at 92 cents, so just under $1. Again, it is like a bronze-esque sort of gold design. It has some nice detailing on it. I think it just, when you're looking at a budget like this, you can't spend too much on every single skin. This one, instead of getting a trigger discipline, I think this is going to be your next best option. Big fan of it. I say I would still prefer the trigger discipline, but it's featured in every single one of my videos so far, so we had to mix it up with the Corinthian. I did say you're getting full value for money in this. We've got a Machten in here. It's going to be the Allure minimal well, comes in just under $1. I have this exact skin in Stat Track myself, which you can see right now. This is a minimal wear version. Just the color pop on this, the actual design itself, ticks so many boxes for me. Without a doubt, I think there's a couple of very expensive Machtens that are nicer. But in regards to anything that's like under even $10, I think you're not getting anything better than this. And for the longest time, skins for me always had to be big and flashy, but I'm changing that slightly with this featherweight option. 64 cents on this, less than $1. It is in the new case, the Revolution case. It isn't all that flashy. You can add a sticker or two onto it with the color palette it has to make it stand out, but I just like it. I like that sort of hive sort of detailing on the gun. I think it looks super clean. I think it's a nice little one you can throw into the collection for pretty cheap, just to have something outside of the basic MP9. And then for the Tech 9, we also dive into the Revolution case, and we're going to pick up the Rebel, which is just under $1. This is the gauge for me. I have a Sandstorm at the minute for my Tech 9. I'm considering selling to upgrade because this Rebel skin for me, I love skins like the Ice Cold and my Aetherus op. They look flashy. They look so clean with the colors. This Tech 9 Rebel is just everything I think a Tech 9 should be. Absolutely love it. And like I've been saying, there's full value in this $25 inventory because we've got a Galil in here now. It's the Firefight in minimal wear. At this point of the budget, we were sort of having to limit. I mean, I think at this point, you only had like a couple dollars left to get through these next 4 guns, including the Galil in that number. So we had to cut it down just a little bit on what we were spending. But you know what? For what, 75 cents for this. How clean it looks in minimal wear. You know, I'm a big fan of this girl. I still prefer my chromatic aberration, I think it's called. Would still prefer it, but this is a very nice alternative. And then for the FAMAS, we actually go to a FAMAS I own, but in stat track, and this here one is in field test. It's a ZX Spectrum. This is just one for me. I think you put a sticker somewhere between where the glove's holding the gun and then like a rainbow stripe, and it just completes the skin perfectly. That sort of blacky grey colour with those pops of red around it, and then the colours through the main. You add a sticker of choice onto this, and it's a cracking skin. And I couldn't not include a scout in this. You know, it's a vital thing to all these budget inventories. Mainframe factory new just makes sense. It's 52 cents. Like this one, I have a spring toolie, which is closer to $1. Wouldn't quite fit into this budget. But for me, this mainframe is like second in that line behind the spring toolie for what looks the best. The purples and blues just pop. You can get a factory new. Just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And then our final skin is going to be a 5.7 for 39 cents, which takes the total spend to $25.05. We're 5 cents over the $25 budget, but I'm sure you guys can make that happen. It's going to be a factory new 5.7 scroll. I love... Okay, the one thing I'm maybe not too keen of is like the back of the gun, that little weird smiley face. Like some people love that, some people hate it. The side of the gun though, I'm all for this sort of design. Actually has the same sort of vibes as the Tech 9 Rebel had, just a bit more colourful. So big fan of that. But overall, like there's so many skins here. You can see most of them on the ground, like the FAMAS. You're getting 13 very nice skins here for what is $25. So if you're looking as a way to get creative with your inventory, you maybe don't want to overcommit into like the CSGO ecosystem, but you want to have a nice collection of skins. I think $25 is a very fair amount to commit to that, and you can get yourself a cracking collection. So let me know in the comments down below which one of the 13 skins was your favorite. Also, let me know if you think I've missed anything out in this budget that should be there instead of another option. But either way, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. We're going to do more of these, so let me know what budgets and maybe themes you want to see as well. We post them both on YouTube and then some different variants on TikTok as well. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you aren't here, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.